Hi, it's Doug Lynner with Patch of the Week. Today we're going to get oriented with the new EuroSerge and explore what's new and what's old about it. While we're at it, let's hear it too. So obviously the 3U Eurorack format of the EuroSerge is new. In the old days, the original days, and during most of its history, the Serge synthesizers have been produced in 4U panels, and they could be stuffed with any of the modules that you would choose, and adorned with your choice of panel graphics. The EuroSerge is newly realized in the 3U Eurorack format, and is completely broken into individual modules. Here, for instance, is a 1973 original Serge voltage-controlled oscillator as an individual module, fitting right into the 3U, or in this case, total of a 6U rack. The modules can be ordered with either mini plugs or banana plugs, and as kits or as finished modules as well. Also new, by necessity, is the layout of the modules. In order to fit the new smaller 3U format, the knob, jack, and switch placements have been changed in all cases, and sometimes dual modules became single modules, like with the positive slews and the negative slews. And compound modules such as the wave multipliers were broken into 3 individual modules. Others, such as the smooth and step generator, retain their original compound format. Also new is the general graphics approach to the panels. It borrows very little from and adds a whole lot to the approaches that have been taken over the years. It provides increased simplicity and improved visual performance in low light situations that are common in studios and on stage, and helping with that is the panel color, and especially the color of the pots themselves. Additional help in this regard is offered by the LEDs that are included that weren't part of the original designs. Also, the number of jack colors have been increased to 9 to improve the information that the jack colors communicate. I'll cover those as we see them in the tutorials. Of course, the real key is what it sounds like, and that's what we're hearing right now, and how the modules function with regards to the originals. So let's explore that part of the new EuroSerge for a moment. After the close of the original Serge modular music system company, the Serge legacy was continued by Sound Transform Systems in the US. Eventually, a parallel Serge DIY track began to develop based on the work of Ken Stone in Australia, who offered Serge modules, circuit designs, and boards based upon the original Serge designs, and with the blessings and support of Serge Treppinen himself. Ken retired from business in 2015, and his activities in the Serge marketplace were transferred to Australia's Elby Designs and its principal, Laurie Biddulph. That's what brings us here today. In addition to continuing to offer Ken circuits and boards to the Serge DIY community, Laurie decided to adapt the circuit designs to the Eurorack 3U format and offer the entire Serge catalog under the EuroSerge name. And yes, he did it in cooperation with Serge Treppinen, who consulted on and approved all of the circuits and any changes that may have been made to them, maybe because of improvements or the need to update components. Towards the end of that process, Serge recommended that I be brought on board to help transition the EuroSerge on the musical stage by developing Serge configurations and user support materials like this Patch of the Week series that we're beginning here. So the EuroSerge is a fully Serge-approved development in his legacy, and I'm very excited about it because I believe that it's the best platform to continue and expand the Serge influence on synthesis going forward. So next time, we're going to start in earnest to explore the Serge modules in the Elby EuroSerge line. But first, let me tell you a little bit about what we have going on here in front of us. What I've got going is a negative slew is tuned, self-cycling, being used as an oscillator, and it's being divided by a positive slew and an envelope generator, each one giving out different pitches, and each one are being controlled a little bit by other modules, such as the smooth side of a smooth and step generator, which is acting as a very slow LFO, and then some interaction between the modules themselves. Another thing that's happening is that they're all being mixed and then going through a Serge 1973 voltage controlled filter. It's a great filter, and it's just being controlled by that LFO. And then we're hearing that through the output. So that's what we've got going on. Let's just change a couple of knobs while we're all here together.